Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Mass Effect with FrozenFoxy. You guys have voted, and I think we've got in pretty much as many votes as we're going to get. I think about a third of you voted, who had actually seen the vote video. So we're going to go with that, and hopefully that is as many of you that want it to vote as were out there. Anyway, there is going to be one more vote that will need to be done, and that is going to be on the character class specialization, which happens later on in the game.
Welcome to Alliance Military
Let's get to it.
Classified information requested.
Man, I really love the music in this. I mean, I haven't heard this in ages. The last time that I actually played this was a stream with you guys, actually. And I think it lasted 6 hours.
Secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
It was a full game playthrough, but there was no actual story that we looked into there. So yeah. This should be interesting. We're definitely entering a new ID here. We are going to be doing a custom female based on your votes, 188 of the votes versus 172 for the male character. So we're going straight for the custom female here.
To access your profile.
We could be Jane Shepard here. Let's go all out. We're gonna be Foxy Shepard. Alright. Send all that data across. Come on, you can decrypt it. Uh-oh, it's
Data
corrupt!
corruption detected.
Should have backed up. Database is screwed. Now you lost your job.
Reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Alright, so I could have technically had you guys vote on this, but I honestly forgot that you could start with a history here, so I'm just gonna end up choosing one of these things. We can be Earthborn, because technically, aren't all of us? We were an orphan raised on the streets of a great megatropolises, megatropolises that were covering Earth. You escaped the life of a petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when we turned 18. We could be a colonist. We were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When we were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering our family and friends. We were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and we enlisted with the military a few years later. Finally, we could be a spacer. Both of our parents were in the Alliance military. Our childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following our parents' footsteps, we enlisted at the age of 18. No, we're still going to be Earthborn, but I figured I'd read all of that.
Confirm psychological profile.
Alright, now our psychological profile, another thing that we could have done here. Honestly, I don't think this really changes too much about what's going on, except for it like distributes your points early on, but we'll probably change those anyway. Sole survivor. During our service, a mission that we were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, we had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. We survived while all those around us fell, and now we are alone, and we're the only ones left to tell the tale. War hero. Early in our military career, we found ourselves facing an overwhelming enemy force. We risked our own life to save our fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Our bravery and heroism have earned us medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Or we could be ruthless. Throughout our military career, we have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. We've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Our reputation for ruthless efficiency makes our fellow soldiers wary of us. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to us first. Alright, well, you guys voted extravagantly high on Paragon, so we're not going to be ruthless. This might, determine what our class is, and then we'll just have to change that or something. But, yeah, 222 votes to 121 for Paragon. We are definitely not ruthless. I'd say we're more of a war hero.
Confirm military specialization.
No, I guess we get to choose whatever the hell we want here. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to read through these, but the vote that came in for this was 97 votes for a Vanguard down here. And that was 30% of the total vote. I'm not going to go over every single vote, but I will say that Infiltrator did come in second. And it was not that far behind compared to Vanguard. So Vanguard is basically our battle mage, and that's what we're going to be. You will have to vote for the specialization of the Vanguard, which will be in the description below this video. Anyway, soldiers are combat specialists ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get improved health, can train in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to use medium armor, and can specialize in heavy armor. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Adepts are biotic specialists. They're basically mages. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Infiltrator. These guys combine combat with tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decrypting and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles and medium armor. Sentinels. This is basically combining technology with a mage, so it's a techno mage, if you will. A technomancer, perhaps. I think we played a demo of that, didn't we? Sentinels combine the biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapon training. So basically, we use tech and then throw fireballs and magic missile. Not exactly the kind of thing I would want to be, so I'm glad you guys didn't vote for it. It would have been tough on me. Vanguards, finally, are battle mages, the biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents, and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. This is who we're going to be. And then we can select a bonus talent, which is one thing, and it's electronics.
Confirm facial identification.
Alright, so we could leave the appearance as this. I'm wondering if there's a random one. I can't remember if there was. I can cycle presets. Well, let's see. There was, 5 different votes that make up this character? 6 technically if we're talking about the male romance, but this is a female, so 5. Let's cycle the presets 5 times and see what we end up with. Bleh. Let's go with 6. I don't know, that hair is just not doing it for me. I need something else there. Can we, like, maybe give us a little bit longer on the hair there? That hair is just not doing it for me. Maybe. Gotta have a slightly good character structure here. Do we really want to be a blonde? I don't know about that. Let's do some black hair. Yeah, alright. I think we're good here. Looks good to me. We shall do it. Let's finalize our character.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Foxy Shepard, the Earthborn war hero vanguard with the talent of electronics. Let's accept. Once we confirm, our character is complete and will be unable to change any settings. Yes, we're going to confirm.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, combat difficulty, we'll leave it on normal. Auto level up, squad only, sounds good. Targeting assist, normal. How about no target assist? Low? I wish I could go lower than that. You know, just to make it a little bit harder on us. I don't want to go like super hard, because I'm sure I could do combat veteran or hardcore. I don't even have insanity right now, but I think that would be a little over my head. We definitely want subtitles. Autosave is fine. Squad power usage active. Yeah, it's fine. Let's do it. So after spending probably like a half hour doing that, let's get to the game, huh?
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She proved herself during the Blitz, held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question her courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Alright, in the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient space-faring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time, and it's called Mass Effect. I didn't read those other two sentences, but who gives a shit? I'm sure you guys did, or you can pause the video if you didn't.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
You bet your black ass it is.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun.
We look a little old. I kind of like that look. A little weathered.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yeah, I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, so we got a couple of Paragon points out of that. We can press 0 to access our Codex and Galactic Encyclopedia. Where's that O? It's O. Alright, so there is a lot of stuff that I believe we can go over immediately here. I don't think we're going to go too far into this right away, because there is definitely a lot of it. Yeah. There's just shooting and HUDs and equipment and armors and shields and other shit. It's just, yeah, there's a lot to go over here. So, I think we will go through some of the stuff, like history and so forth. This is just a profile of us, which we should know because we set up our character at the beginning here. We can also check out the Humanity and Systems Alliance right here and check out the timeline. Looks like 2069 was our oldest entry here. Armstrong Outpost at Shackleton Crater becomes the first human settlement on Luna. It is formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. 2103, Lowell City in Eos Chasm, or Chasma? Whatever, becomes the first human settlement on Mars. 2137, Edfill Ashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. 2142, construction of Gagarin ship, I guess. Gagarin Station. Jump 0 begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. We just sent something out past Pluto recently, so this game is a little bit ahead of its time with what it's talking about here. Unfortunately, we haven't actually made a station out there, but, you know, sometime in the future, you never know. It could happen. 2148, prospectors discover the Prothean ruins at Promethae Planum on Mars. 2149, everything's just like starting to happen real fast here, huh? Translation of Prothean data leads humans to the Karen Mass Relay. Systems Alliance founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. So outside of our solar system, basically. 2151, a shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communities to containers of dust form element 0. Alliance begins construction of Arcturus Station. 2152, roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after element 0 exposure suffer from cancerous growths. Systems Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first extrasolar colony world, the planet Demeter.